Hi everyone. If you missed my video last week, this is Costanza Genovese Zerbi. I'm associate broker at Y Realty, and I'm doing a short series on how to pick the best real estate agent for you. Whether you're buying or selling a home, it's important to work with somebody you can trust. Just like when picking a listing agent, my recommendation is that you interview several professionals and be ready with a list of questions. When you're picking a buyer's agent, I want you to have your questions ready, but I also want you to stop, pause, and reflect on whether or not your agent is asking just as many questions of you. That person can't help you through your biggest financial transaction if they don't understand your goals, your aspirations, and even apprehensions. So make sure that the agent is asking you lots of questions to understand what you need. That same personality type will be important when you're writing an offer. A good buyer's agent will call the listing agent and say, what is the seller looking for? A lot of times it's not the highest offer that gets accepted, but it's the offer that meets the terms that the seller is looking for. A lot of times it's also important just to ask the question because the seller will feel like they're being heard. So make sure that your offer gets presented by somebody who is respected in the community and is looking for a win-win for both the buyer and the seller. And a lot of times you can save money just by being represented by the right person. In terms of experience, I would ask, how many homes have you sold? How many times have you represented the buyer? How many times have you represented the seller? And how many homes have you sold this year? It's important to have an agent who has experience on both sides of the transaction so that they can play devil's advocate and understand what the listing agent is looking for. Again, it's part of the win-win. You want somebody who can find a solution that makes both the buyer and seller happy so that your offer is going to be the one that stands out. You also want to make sure you have somebody with a lot of relevant experience. The market is consistently changing. We can go from a strong buyer's market to a strong seller's market in a week. And the strategy in writing an offer is going to be different depending what phase of the market we're in. So you want to make sure you have somebody who has enough current experience to recognize a market shift. Also, there could be a shift in one neighborhood and not in the other. So an agent who does a lot of volume or is part of a team that does a lot of volume will be able to direct you with the right strategy for that time of the market. And finally, you just want to make sure you're comfortable with the person. So when you meet with them, how attuned are they to your needs? I think that is just as critical as experience. I hope this helps. Reach out to me if you have any questions. I love to hear feedback, and best of luck in the market.